Hey guys! I wanted to show you how I take notes out of the textbook, and I actually do this on my iPad now, so it's in a digital format rather than on the traditional paper and pen. And I wanted to do this like a normal sort of study with me, but I couldn't figure out how to film my iPad without having the kind of weird reflection on the screen. And so this way I just did a screen recording for you guys instead. I used the app called GoodNotes, and it's so easy to use and really streamlined. I love it, and I've been using it to take all of my notes out of all of my textbooks since the semester started. I do my lecture notes in normal notebooks with pens because I'm not allowed to use laptops or tablets in most of my classes. So I decided that system works best for me, and I dislike typing notes. I don't think that I really like the fact that I'm restricted in how I can format things, and I just don't really like typing that much either, and handwriting has always worked really well for me. So I thought I would try continuing that when I got like an Apple Pencil. And so that's what I use to write out all my notes on my iPad. And I like GoodNotes a lot because I can keep multiple notebooks. So I have different ones for each class that I take notes for in the app itself, and it also has any sort of, I guess, quote, like paper that you would like to use. So I prefer squared paper, so I use that, and I can choose whatever size of squared paper that I'd like to also, which is really cool. So I chose like the smaller size because I do have pretty small handwriting, and I really like the fact that it has this zoom window feature that you've seen me using, and it's so cool because it's able to zoom you in, and it has this little blue shadow so you can continue writing without constantly having to drag the box itself as you go across the entire screen of the iPad. And I tend to keep things in my notes really simple lately. I have the title and my subsection numbers in one color and everything else is in black. Later I'll go over and highlight specific vocabulary terms in like a lighter color than the color I used for all my titles, and I just use a different color per chapter, and that's really the only variation I have. I do really like that I have the option to insert all sorts of types of like media into my notes. So in the past for chemistry, which is the subject you're watching me take notes for right now, I have inserted different like tables or graphs or visual structures that I maybe don't have time to completely recopy or draw out myself. And so I'm able to insert anything from like my Photos app, and I also have the option to, undo anything I want. I can erase things, I can lasso things, I can reorganize how I've written out things that already exist and like drag and drop things. There's like a straight edge tool and all sorts of features that you don't really get with normal paper. So I really like it a lot, especially because I also don't have to take a bunch of different notebooks around with me, and I can just bring my iPad and I'm good. These are some examples of notes from my social psychology class, and you'll see that I really do the same thing over and over again. So this is truly how I always take my notes for the last couple of weeks. And since I just constantly have notes to do, I try to just keep it the same way every time, just to streamline the process and make it really easy for me to search for things as well. But I just thought I would show you how I currently do it and how well it's been working for me. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys next weekend. Bye!